Sometimes the things we take most for granted have the wildest stories behind them, right?
Absolutely, especially the fundamental things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And today, our deep dive is going into one of those. We're uncovering the, let's just say, surprising history of toilets. Yes, we're actually going there. Our mission really is to track how humans have dealt with, waste from the absolute basics, nature essentially, all the way up to what's coming next.
It's quite a journey.
It is. And we think you'll find some genuinely eye-opening moments. We promise this is tailored for you. And, well, your bathroom might look a bit different afterwards.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How something so universal, so necessary, has this incredibly rich, but often kind of overlooked evolution.
Totally.
We're going to trace how, our ideas about hygiene, public health, all that stuff really shaped everything, led to some ingenious solutions, but also some pretty misguided ones too sometimes.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Starting way back. Our sources call it the leaf life, which is pretty much what it sounds like. Imagine a time like personal hygiene. That meant leaves or maybe sand, some smooth rocks if you were lucky.
And zero privacy, basically.
Right. One source actually mentioned wiping often meant risking poison ivy. Yikes.
Yeah. And what that really shows is our earliest relationship with waste was just part of nature. There wasn't this concept of disposal we have now. It was all integrated.
But not always in a good way.
No, not at all. That integration, especially as people started living closer together, often meant disease spread like wildfire, constant contact with waste.
So leaf life wasn't going to cut it for growing settlements. Which brings us to humanity's first real attempt at managing this mess, the whole truth.
The pit latrine.
Yeah, the basic pit latrine. Literally a hole in the ground. Gravity does the work. Basic plumbing, I guess.
Sort of. But the smell.
Yeah.
One source calls it a medieval nightmare.
I can only imagine.
And, it was a step up, technically. Containing it, at least. The luxury was just not having to, wander off anymore. But those pits, still massive problems. Breeding grounds for germs, flies, attracting rats, leaching into groundwater.
So contained, but maybe even more dangerous in some ways for communities?
Paradoxically, yes. It concentrated the risk, especially in denser areas. A step forward, but a problematic one.
Okay, so what about the elites, royalty? Do they have it better? Well, this leads to the royal flush, almost.
Right. They needed to go too, obviously, but they did it with a bit more flair. Castles had garderobes.
Garderobes?
Yeah, basically little rooms or sometimes just seats sticking out from the castle wall.
Wait, sticking out?
So the waste just dropped straight down into the moat or just onto the ground below.
Oh, wow. So fancy room, same basic problem, just further away.
Pretty much. And it really highlights this societal blind spot. Even with that bit of privacy and luxury, they had no real clue about the impact, flushing disease right into their own water source, essentially.
How long did it take to connect those dots, you wonder?
A long, long time. That downstream thinking just wasn't there yet.
Okay, but then things did start changing. We get to the birth of the toilet, as we kind of know it.
Real progress.
This is like the 1700s, right? First mechanical flush invention.
That's the key moment. Sir John Harington had an early version, but Alexander Cummings really patented a working S-bend flush in 1775, which trapped sewer gases. Then Joseph Brana improved it. That was the real breakthrough.
The S-bend, okay. That little curve makes all the difference.
Huge difference. It used water in a tank to create this, contained rinse and seal off the smell and gases, finally separating waste from the living space effectively.
And then plumbing spreads indoors more widely in the 1800s.
Exactly. As cities boomed, you needed better sanitation. Indoor plumbing became less of a luxury, more a necessity for public health.
And somewhere in there, toilet paper arrives.
Yeah.
The ultimate comfort.
Yeah. Commercially available stuff started appearing mid-1800s, but it took until the early 1900s for, softer, splinter-free rolls to become widespread. A long way from leaves.
Definitely. Okay. Fast forward massively. We arrive at modern bathrooms. Spa vibes. Yeah. Big jump.
It's not just functional anymore, is it? It's an experience. People have candles, playlists. The toilet itself is like a throne.
Heated seats, touchless flush. Some even have built-in sound systems.
Right. It's gone way beyond just necessity. It's comfort, it's luxury, it's aesthetics now.
It totally reflects this shift, doesn't it? Where even the most basic bodily functions get wrapped up in wellness culture, technology, personal indulgence almost.
Yeah.
From pure function to relaxation space.
So where does it go from here? The future sounds even wilder. The future of flush.
It's heading into some really interesting territory. Smart toilets.
Analyzing your output with AI.
Monitoring health indicators. We're also seeing advanced bidets, voice controls, Alexa, warm the seat, that kind of thing.
Wow.
So it's moving beyond comfort now into health tech, data collection. Right there in the bathroom.
That raises some questions.
It does. It's this dramatic leap from just needing to get rid of waste to potentially having your toilet analyze your health data.
Yeah.
How much info were we okay sharing,
Yeah.
even from there. It really has been an incredible journey, hasn't it? From leaf life, dodging poison ivy, to toilets that might judge your dinner choices.
Quite the spectrum. Absolutely. The baseline has shifted dramatically.
So thinking about all this, after hearing the whole story, what era of, let's call it toilet tech, would you actually feel most comfortable trying to survive in?
Good question.
Would you brave the leaf life, risk the whole truth, or are you strictly modern spa vibes? Something to ponder, right?
Definitely food for thought.
We really have come a long way, human. And that wraps up another deep dive into the history of everything weird.